Salutations, bronies! Persian Poetess here, and today I'm going to review the equal parts lovely and equal parts head-scratching 4th episode of Season 4, Daring Don't. Much like Potpourri, Daring Don't is an assortment of all the things we like about MLP, yet still comes off smelling a little strange. Before I elaborate more on why I feel this way, let's first examine what worked well in the episode. A particular touch that I've been enjoying lately is how much expressiveness and liveliness the animators are giving our beloved characters. In drama, actors are often told to show, not tell. Seeing RD carry herself in such a nervous way, tap her hooves worriedly, and strike countless awkward faces reveals the anxiety she has around celebrities. Even if we did not have any dialogue to accompany these gestures, it would be very clear how Dash's confidence turns upside down around those she admires. Speaking of dialogue, the exchanges between each of the characters during this episode were c'est magnifique. A real highlight of this for me took place during the verbal tennis match between Twilight and Rainbow. This was a hilarious nod to not only the brony community, but any deeply invested fandom out there. I also loved the brief bit of banter between Daring Do and Awizodel. Lines like, "You know I love you, but I can't give you the ring till I've properly proposed," reminded me of the campy one-liners you hear in action movies. Sure, they're cheesy, but it's the kind of cheesy you can't help but like. Unfortunately, I can't say the episode as a whole was a bed of roses. The most contentious decision that comes to mind is the fact that Daring Do was revealed to be a non-fictional character. Perhaps this decision was made to further illustrate Dash's problem with excessive hero worship. I think it's fair to say that many of us out there would have a greater heart attack over meeting the real Spider-Man, as opposed to Marvel mastermind Stan Lee. Still, it's very difficult to wrap one's head around Polsky's thought process. The saving grace in this affair, though, would certainly be the message the episode leaves us with. RD's behavior was a great example of how we build up our idols as beings that can do no wrong. By constantly assuming that Daring Do had a handle of things, Dash prevented herself from acting in a capable and confident manner. So many of us can relate to this feeling of inadequacy, and often don't bother trying when we feel we can't stack up to those we idolize. I'm pretty sure Twilight wasn't just talking to Rainbow Dash when she mentioned the importance of knowing one's self-worth. Thankfully, RD takes Twilight's words to heart, and she returns to being the heroic Rainbow Dash we all know and love. While the message no doubt resonated with me on many levels, I couldn't help but shake the feeling that the potential for an even more appropriate lesson was squandered here. Considering that the Daring Do arc revolves around the joy of reading, wouldn't a lesson about the limitlessness of imagination be more fitting? Apparently, I wasn't the only one who felt this way. Rusty Gear mentioned on my Patreon feed how enjoyable the episode would have been if it took place within a Daring Do book itself. This is a great suggestion, as it would tie in so well with the past Daring Do episode. Back when RD was grounded in a hospital bed, she learned how her imagination could take flight by reading a book. This time around, RD could have taken the reins and dream up a fantastic plot of her very own. Isn't that exactly what our fandom did during the arduous wait leading up to Season 4? By having the events that transpired take place in RD's head, we would have had a fun little adventure romp and not be stuck with so many perplexing mysteries. I mean, for Celestia's sake, we have to deal with the royal sisters turning a blind eye to a valley being doomed to 800 years of sweltering heat, the fact that Daring Do prides her secrecy yet outlines each of her archaeological missions in every upcoming book, and the bizarre lack of notoriety the main six have despite saving Equestria several times in a row. Speaking of mysteries, commenter Arthur Radford also brought up another valid concern. Arthur here was displeased that the main six made no attempt to ask if Daring Do was familiar with the mystery box. I truly could not agree with you more. Do, after all, is an archaeologist by trade, so asking her about an obscure ancient item, I believe, would have probably been fruitful. I am, however, willing to overlook this omission, considering that we are very early on in the season, and any giveaways regarding the mystery box may be premature. Despite the missteps, Daring Don't is an episode with a lot of quirky charm. As I mentioned at the beginning, there are a lot of ingredients that are good, but happen to be served up in a strange way. I guess Dave Polsky enjoys being the chef who tries to get you to taste a bizarre-looking concoction with eyeballs floating around in it. I can tell you one thing for certain though, with Polsky, you can be confident that whatever you're taking a bite into, sure as heck, won't be bland. Well, that wraps up my review. Before I bring this video to a close, I just wanted to mention 2 important channel updates. I've recently uploaded a new video for all of you to share your comments each week regarding the upcoming MLP episodes. One of the comments shared in this review came directly from the comment section of that video. The second update I wish to bring up is the fact that I am now offering some pretty cool perks to those who help fund my channel. Unfortunately, my $15 and up perks are completely sold out, but I still got plenty of lower tier perks to go around. This is Persian Poetess signing out and reminding you that friendship is so awesome!